Hey everyone, it's PeaceLovePiggies 13 here, and today I'm going to be showing you all of my dog's toys. So as you can see, Bracken's just lying on the couch today. He's a bit sleepy. You want a biscuit? A biscuit. Here you go. I'll get you a biscuit. And Moss is just lying beside me because he gets very interested when I'm filming a video. No, sit. Sit. Paw. Good boy. There you go. So yes, as you can see, we are behind my couch today, and so I'll just start off with their kind of little play section they've got behind here. So they just have a little multicoloured kind of rug that they have down here just to lie on while they're playing, or just to lie on if they just want a break from stuff. And as you can see, just beside me I have their box of toys, which there are a lot of. So I will go through them quite quick, so it's not a particularly long video. So yes, I will start with these two up here. These two are just two recyclable ones basically. This is just a plain Coke bottle that they've chewed the top of. They really enjoy to play with this because they can put their paws on it and it's very fun and it flips around and stuff. And this one's just the inner of a kitchen roll thing. I don't know what you call it. Basically this is the inner of a kitchen roll tube. And they enjoy tearing this apart sometimes, and sometimes we fold up the ends of them and put like cheese or treats in it, and then they'll have to work out how to get into it. So yes, they're good for recycling. The newest toys that they actually have are these two rubber balls. They're just two squeaky balls. Do you like that one? As you can see, one is electric blue and one is a kind of royal purple kind of colour. I actually got these out of Pets at Home for 50p each, which is an absolute bargain. So if you're looking for any kind of rubber balls to throw in the park or anything, rubber balls are much better to throw in parks because they don't pick up dirt as much and they're much easy to clean. You can just wipe them down or wash them and you don't have to worry about them. So I would definitely suggest going to get these. I think they are part of a kind of puppy range. They were beside lots of other kind of puppy-like toys and tiny little puppy tents and things like that. So I would definitely suggest these. Only 50p, definitely a bargain, and they're quite big for 50p, so I'm very happy with those. Another thing I have that kind of matches that is one of these kind of squeaky bones. It doesn't actually squeak anymore. As you can see, the kind of squeaker thing is broken. They've broken that. But it's a similar kind of branding, but it's actually from Poundland, and this obviously cost me £1. And as you can see, it's kind of a royal purple colour, a bit darker than the ball, and just has fetch written on it in nice green lettering, which is very nice. And they enjoy pouncing on that because it still makes a funny little noise when they do. Next thing I have is a big kind of basketball thing. Obviously it's not a real basketball. It is got paws on it, but it wasn't actually made for dogs. I actually got this from a PGL holiday, which is a kind of multi-activity adventure like holiday, and they have like a little gift shop obviously to buy some things while you're there, and they had one of these and I thought this would make a good souvenir for the dogs. And as you can see, they've eaten through. Definitely this ball is not a ball anymore. Obviously if you squish it, it just folds in, but you can still roll around like that, which is quite fun for them. Now I have to go get that back. So yeah, and I think that cost me maybe £3 or so, I'd say. The next things I have are just some kind of frisbee-like things. I have one of these chew ring things that have little kind of knobbles on them to make it more interesting, I guess, to eat. And this was just from Poundland. I I have another dead ball, which is kind of flattened now, again from PGL obviously, and it used to be kind of like a football, if you can see, a little tiny football, and it takes them ages to destroy it because it's a much harder material than a basketball is, but as you can see they still enjoy playing with this. Hey Moss, do you still enjoy it? Do you still enjoy it? So yeah, other things I have is just this hard plastic frisbee by Marks and Spencer's. I think we actually got these free out of Marks and Spencer's ages ago, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago perhaps, but as you can see they absolutely loved it. We gave this to Moss when we got him because we didn't have a proper, like a soft frisbee, so we just gave him this Marks and Spencer's one that we already had. And this is the last one, the last frisbee thing. This is one of the soft ones. As you can see, it's all foldable and stuff. And this is actually Mr. Happy, I think, from the Mr. Madden book series thing. I actually won this in a raffle, so I don't know how much this would have cost normally. So yes, enjoy that one. The next thing I have a lot of are just teddy bears. They like to de-stuff their teddy bears, so they've got two kind of matching ones. Well, they were part of a set, these two bears, but as you can see they no longer have their faces, which is a bit disturbing actually, and it's kind of strange because Moss seems to eat them in a certain way, so he eats the face first. As you can see, both faces are a bit dead, and then the arms go. So that arm's gone, and that arm's totally gone. And then it's the left foot. So as you can see, he started to eat that one, and this foot's just dead, which is very strange. And then it's the right foot where he's made a little hole, and this one's totally dead as well. And then he leaves the right arm for some reason, which is very strange. So yeah, I actually got these from a car boot sale, so they only cost me like £2 or £3 for both of them. The next two teddy things I have are actually these two, I think they're actually called Squeakies with a Z because they're just that cool. But they're actually stuffless teddy bears, so they don't have any stuffing in them. And they were meant to look like foxes, but as you can see their faces are no longer present. And they've kind of ripped the seams into here as well. They used to have squeaks in the head and in the tail, but they have obviously been de-squeaked as well. They've killed the squeaks. And this one's even worse. This one's like a proper fox's skin here. So yeah, but you can see that they enjoyed ripping that apart. The next two teddies I have are just two little ones, and this one was one that they got for Christmas, or well, Moss got for Christmas, which was a penguin, and he has no head any longer, which is quite sad. But we put the balls in it, and it makes it squeak because the balls fit inside this piece of fabric, which is quite cute because it's like a little animal that would be squeaking. And that was just from Poundland, so that would only cost me £1. And this little one is actually from an old keyring I had that I got from Bristol Zoo, and it would have cost me about £2 I think. And as you can see, that's the little hook that the keyring would have went onto, but it actually broke, so it doesn't work as a keyring any longer. But I thought it would just be something quite cute to give them to play with. They haven't got round to chewing that one yet, which is quite nice, but they still have a complete teddy bear. Mossy, he's lying down now, he's too tired. Oh, all that work, playing with that dead ball. The next kind of things I have are rope toys. They don't particularly like rope toys very much, although Moss likes it now because I'm playing with it. This one is actually one from a charity shop from, I think it was the PDSA charity shop in my town. And as you can see, it's a pink kind of colour. I don't particularly like pink. It was actually my granny that bought it for Bracken when he first came. And it's just kind of rope, all done in, I don't know what you call this, kind of plait thing. But as you can see, they've kind of chewed the end and got parts from the end, but they haven't got any further than that. They also have one that they got for Christmas, which is obviously in Christmas colours, as you can see, red, white and green. and they've chewed this one a lot. I think because it's less tightly wrapped, this one, it's easier to destroy the string basically. So this one's much more fun. Next one they have is just a homemade one. I was basically just had some spare old fabric and stuff, and I was trying to make little rope toys like this, and I wanted to try out like a random kind of folding method basically, and obviously it didn't really work. But that's fine because they just chew that anyway. And then this one was from Poundland. It's a very strange one. It's not actually rope. There's some kind of like stronger material on the inside, and then these basically these strips of fabric are wrapped around it, and it makes it all colourful, which is nice. But it's a very strong material on the inside. What is that? There's a bit of string. Very strong material on the inside, which you can see Mossy enjoys. Do you like that one? Yes. Look at that mouth. Look at those evil devils. So yeah, he enjoys playing with this one because it's a bit harder than the rope. It's much harder to chew through. So you enjoy that one, do you? Look at his teeth. He's so funny. So yes, the only things that are left in here are bones, which my dogs do enjoy to eat. Some people might say that it's not good to give your dogs bones, but you'll see that we only really have one proper bone, which is this one. This is a knuckle bone, I think, if I remember correctly. And I think we just got this one from our local butchers. I don't eat red meat, but obviously my mum and my little brother do, so they might go to the butchers and pick one of these up every now and again. So yeah, they enjoy eating those. Obviously they don't get them very often because they can chip their teeth on them because they're very hard substance, obviously. The other kind of bones we have in here are, I'm not really sure what this is made from. It's some kind of, I'm sure it's some kind of vegetable protein that makes up the outside of this bone, but it's not actually the same material as the bone, as you can see. It's a different kind of material. It isn't a bone itself. So yeah, but basically there's a chicken flavoured paste-like filling in the middle which they can lick out, which is very fun for them to chew on. You're just finding all of these toys very interesting because I'm like moving them about and stuff. So yes, I got this from my local pet shop, and I think it was about maybe £1 or £2. And I also got this one which used to have bacon flavoured filling, but as you can see they've totally taken all the filling out of that one. I think because it's bigger on this side than it is at the bottom, they can it's much easier to lick from this side, so they can get it all out. But as you can see there's like a crack up the side, but it won't actually crack. It's a very, very hard material. I'm not too sure what it is, but yes. We also have just a tiny little piece of bone, I'm not too sure what from, but another kind of knuckle-sized bone probably. The last kind of bone-like thing we have in here, is actually an old antler. It's from a specific brand. I can't for the life of me remember what the brand is called, but basically they're just little antlers, and deers, what's the plural? I don't know. Deer drop these naturally, so it doesn't hurt to get these. They drop their antlers naturally. They've probably cut them, when they've dropped them, the people who get them, I assume, would cut them into littler parts so they can sell them, so you don't get like a massive big antler, like huge sized. But these are actually quite expensive. I got this for free actually, but I think these are about £5, which is really expensive just for a tiny little antler. So I wouldn't buy these myself because they're too expensive just for a tiny little thing like this. But certainly if you are looking for an alternative to bones, I definitely suggest these. My dogs love to chew on this. As you can see up here they've totally chewed, and down here they've totally chewed all of, I don't know what you call this outer layer, the brown outer layer, off. So yeah, they enjoy those. And the last toy is just a rawhide bone. And rawhide is a much thinner material that they make kind of bone shaped things out of, as you can see. I can like move it with my finger, so it's a much thinner material, much more flexible actually. This was actually only £2 for this massive long bone from Dobbies. So if your dog's like rawhide, or even if they enjoy bones but you want to try out an alternative, I definitely suggest these. They go through these so fast. They love these to pieces. I think they have another one that they're still working on, which is why this one is only chewed a little part and not actually destroyed yet. But they certainly enjoyed rawhide bones, so I definitely recommend them to any dog, or dog owner rather, that has a dog that chews or enjoys those kind of things. Definitely get down to Dobbies and get one of these for £2, which is a very good value for the size of it and for how long it lasted. So yeah, that's basically all the toys we have in here. Moss is probably now gonna go on a killing spree and eat all these toys, or are you just gonna sit there like a boring little dog? Are you boring? What's up? Are you tired? What's up? Oh, you're being silly. Yes. And where's Bracken? Bracken! Hello! Are you sleepy too? Is it sleepy day? So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that video, and if you have any more requests, leave them below, or if you want to know any more information about my toys or anything, please feel free to ask in the comments. So I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye!